The Smiths' experiences became so terrifying that they reached out to the Daily Mirror newspaper, hoping that publicity might bring some explanation for the phenomena. This decision would change everything, for it caught the attention of a man named Harry Price. Price was Britain's most famous paranormal investigator, and what he documented at Borley Rectory would make headlines across the nation. During his first visit in 1929, he witnessed phenomena that defied explanation. Objects moved on their own, often being thrown across rooms by invisible forces. Messages appeared on walls, messages that seemed to come from the other side. But it was during his séances that the most chilling communications occurred. Through various mediums, Price claimed to make contact with multiple spirits that haunted the rectory. Some seemed peaceful, lost souls trying to find their way. Others were malevolent, filled with a hatred that seemed to poison the very air. One particularly disturbing séance revealed the presence of a male spirit who identified himself as Sunex Amores. He claimed that he would burn the rectory down at 9 o'clock that night. While no fire occurred at the predicted time, this threat would prove frighteningly prophetic in the years to come, but it was during the tenure of Reverend Lionel Foyster and his wife Marianne in 1930 that the haunting reached its terrifying peak. Marianne, young and beautiful, seemed to become the focus of the supernatural activity. She reported being slapped and pushed by invisible hands, often showing bruises and scratches that appeared without explanation. Objects would vanish from one room only to rain down in another. Bottles of ink would fly across rooms, shattering against walls. But most disturbing were the messages that began appearing on the walls, messages that seemed directed specifically at Marianne. "Marianne, please help get," one message read, trailing off into illegible scrawls. Another begged, "Marianne, light mass prayers." The writings would appear in broad daylight. The activity became so violent, so terrifying, that by 1935 they could take no more. They fled the house, leaving it to its ghostly inhabitants. Harry Price returned to conduct an extensive investigation, bringing in a team of researchers who would live in the house and document everything they experienced. Their findings filled entire notebooks. Phantom footsteps, spectral appearances, objects moving on their own, and perhaps most chilling, the sound of a woman's voice pleading for help in the dead of night. But on February 27, 1939, everything changed. A fire broke out in the rectory's library, reportedly started when a stack of books mysteriously fell onto an oil lamp.